A woman is so screwed, man. You know, it was a real game changer for me when it came to dating. And a man told me this. He was talking about dating. He said the person who wants something the most has the least power. That's how it is in business. That's how it is negotiating, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what they've done. Now that we don't actually need men, we don't need to be married to men. If anything, men are a liability for us. They threaten our health, our lives through our nervous system and all the stress they bring. They threaten our finances because they're so reckless with money. They rob us of our time. They rob us of our joy because of their stupid moods. So many men are in bad moods all the time. They're just grumpy pants and just steal women's joy. I'm not saying women can't be this way too. But every time I talk about this, the comments are just like, yeah, I don't know why he's so grumpy. It's because he's using his moods to manipulate you and control you. Keep you in your place, by the way. But we have everything to lose by getting married. It is one of the most consequential things that we can do. One of the most dangerous things we can do. Now, if you choose the right partner, if you choose a partner who is great for you, who builds you up, who actually adds so much value to your life, makes your life easier, like all the things, right? Partner who does that, absolutely worth it. Anything less than that, not worth it. Literally will just steal years off of your life, decades even, will convince you to move to another country or even to another town or even to another neighborhood that you don't want to be in, which requires you to sacrifice all kinds of stuff. Will derail your career with babies or with, oh, you get to stay at home, as if that's not going to make your life so hard when you enter the workforce. Once he leaves you for a younger woman, or just shows that or you divorce him because he just sucks, right? Despite all that, they have convinced us that we want marriage. Whoever is running the, wedding bridezilla campaign, the propaganda machine to convince women. I mean, whoever, we know all this stuff. Thank God I started taking media literacy. Like I started educating myself on all the ways they convince us that we want things that we don't actually want. Marriage is one of them. Now, I am saying this as a married woman, a happily married woman, but I'm not someone who's like, yay, marriage, join the club. No, because it usually doesn't work out well. I was raised, I watched in real time with my parents, my grandparents, both sets, and most of the women that I know who married, it did not work out well for them. So I don't care how well my marriage is going, I will never be yay marriage, because women are the ones who lose and men have everything to gain. And yet they have convinced us through making us obsessed with weddings and the dress and all that stuff, that this is something we want. And yet men are like the ones who are like, no, they get to resist it. And they're even resentful that they have to do it. And a lot of times it's because they're marrying women they don't even want to be married to. They literally, because they see her for what she can do for him, not what he can do to add to her life, what they can build together. He is literally just a means to an end, and all the ends lead to him. She's the sidecar on his adventure of life, and he's driving this thing. And yet they've convinced us that we are the ones who want it. We're the ones who need it. And I'm telling you, it's BS. Ask any divorced woman. Any divorced woman. That's why you should be getting dating advice from either women in healthy relationships or women who left marriages. Don't ever get dating advice from women who are in terrible marriages, because misery loves company, man. And there's a lot of women who are really unhappy and are so afraid to face that truth, or they're also in danger and literally just can't, for self-preservation, can't even look at that truth yet. But if you're with the man who is resistant to marriage or poo-poos it like, ugh, dude, are you kidding me? You kidding me? That man is going to use marriage. And as one of my favorite careers, I'm going to attack her. What is it? She calls it a shut up already engagement ring or something. I forget what it is. It's a brilliant line, and I forget what it is. But so many men are just marry women to shut them up because they want all the benefits with none of the sacrifice and don't even care about love. But that ring and that stupid wedding with that stupid cake that they will just shove in her face or destroy like that, man, that's the thing that they are willing to just go through with to get her, access to her body, her free labor, her therapeutic services, her money, because so many of these men are literally taking our money. It's all for access. Cut these men off. To me, there's no worse fate than being alone in your marriage, cut off from joy cut off from people who you love because you're exhausted by this king baby who constantly needs his little pacifier and who has literally made you just another planet, one of many probably, that orbits around him because he's the god, he's the sun, he's the king that needs you more than you need him. Don't ever forget that. It'll change your dating life. Also, deal with your trauma and all that other stuff because this goes way deeper than just, understanding that line. Also, can y'all hear my dog snoring? Oh my God, he heard me making fun of him. Yeah, that's you. Snoring like a sweet baby.